Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sooners will put total leather and we'll get started. Coming out with it, it's Ramirez. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Florida Gators return team didn't help matters out much there. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Looking to throw, it's Peppers. Hit as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Gators will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Sooners offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Using the quick game. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Really nice job threading the needle in that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the opening one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that
And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Trying to pick up a first down. They go to the draw. Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2. The Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Gets it out fast. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Now 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Peppers. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Gators line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3-and-out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, but there is laundry on the deck, so we might be having a do-over.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Still running at the 40. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that won the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
Looking to throw, it's Barrow. Fires to the big fella. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They go to the ground. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sooner.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. San Jose State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Jeff Garcia, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kansas State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Finds his big tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Running back goes in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Blair. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Sooners want to move quickly. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
21, Florida, 0.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
The Gators send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid...
He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
28, Florida, 0.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Power football with the run. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The run from the shotgun. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Gators will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. No fair catches here, looking for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Ball in the air, intercepted!
See, not all linebackers are just big meatheads, right? They come downhill and hit you in the mouth. What a good job of understanding. It's a passing situation. I drop back. I see it. I break on the football in zone coverage. Give me that rock.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Farmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but
Worry.
this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Line getting set on 2nd down. To the air, it's Peppers. Works the middle of the field. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
The Gators will send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Lofts one high and deep. Pulls it in on the right. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He now has 53 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. He'll keep it himself. Open space at the 25. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
Yeah, and you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns palooza. What a nice day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. San Jose State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Jeff Garcia, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to Kansas State.
They'll give it to the back.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To throw, it's Peppers. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Gators decide to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Sooner offense returns to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Unloads it left. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Florida. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
PAT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. On the run, it's Blair. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Running back searching for a hole. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. At the 40, there he goes. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Caught on the outside, it's Rodriguez. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. They want to throw it. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Sooners will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. Found some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Fires to the right. And the ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Got it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown Sooners! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking downfield, it's Peppers. Looking to the big tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first.
Gets downfield for the big catch. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The Gators have it with a 1st and goal. Barges ahead. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown Gators.
And I tell you what, this part of the field, once you start getting in the red zone and the field shrinks, you got more big bodies on the field. The running threat is real. Tight ends come on the field, and what happens? Run a little play action off of it, get it to the big fellow. Nice plucking out of the sky, getting the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Barrow. Tight end finds a soft spot. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They keep attacking through the air. Safe completion on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Slips through the line. What a play on that return, but will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wide out in motion. The give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Dropping back, it's Peppers. He wants to go deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You get me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. San Jose State has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Old Spartan Stadium. They are up by 6 over Kansas State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, the inside give. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Dropping back, it's Barrow. He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, its sense of urgency right now has got to be hot for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
The Gators want to crank the tempo.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, give on the inside. And the Gators have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Gentry.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Fires to the right. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
He'll do it himself. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Offense in the hurry up. Back to throw. It's Peppers. He makes the connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He got it. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Back to throw. It's Barrow. Unloads to the wideout. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Grabbed in the middle. It's Blair. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to attack. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So a drive there of 84 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Comes out throwing on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to throw, it's Peppers. Coming after him. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. The give on the inside. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Gators line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's Rodriguez. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's got it on the run. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants it all. And he's got it! Touchdown Sooner! I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And as time runs out here in the second quarter, the offense doesn't want to make this deficit any bigger, so they'll take the knee and head to the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference. Offense.
Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll send 3 wideouts left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He's got it. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll throw it on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
1st down here for the offense. Give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Barrow. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
To the air on first down. It's complete to the left.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Gators are on the move.
First down for the offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Peppers. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. On second down, they'll take to the air. He's right on target. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
First down for the offense.
Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Off play action on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. Trying to pound their way in. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. Barrels ahead. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And it's up and good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. San Jose State is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 34 over Kansas State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Stopped after making the catch. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. To the air, it's Barrow. Got his man down the middle. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll pull it on the read. That play just never had a chance. They knocked him down for a loss of 5. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Catch in the middle. It's Higgins. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. It's complete to the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fat.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Scanning the field, it's Peppers. Getting some heat.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker. It is so important to this team.
Caught over the middle. It's Rodriguez. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. And the Sooners with the 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Brings up 2nd down.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll run the counter. Dances away from the D. Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He'll do it himself. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Sooners are on the move. They'll put the tight end in motion. Turning to the running game on first and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. Looking for a man. It's Barrow. Dances away. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the stomping has commenced. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
69, Florida, 31.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Going up top on first down. Finds his tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Leaves it with the back. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now on second down. On the move, it's Gentry. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The Gators send out the punt unit. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react to getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll operate out of split backs. Looking for a man. It's Barrow. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. He's looking to throw it. He finds his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Sooners have pushed it inside the 20. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback on the keeper. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown Sooners! And the beatdown has ensued.
Disappointing for the defense here because they knew they were going to see option in this game, and they practiced and repped against it so many times, but it's one thing to do it against your scout team, and it's another thing to do it in live game situations against this type of offense. They're struggling right now. That's their 2nd rushing touchdown they've allowed.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. San Jose State is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. To the ground, he's got it again. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to pass, it's Peppers. It's on target and complete. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Trying to find his man on first down. And they got him for the sack.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that pass intercepted. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Sooners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the pummeling has started. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Oklahoma, 83. Florida, 31.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got his man. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Peppers.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win with physicality. But when you throw to a little guy like this, I just know he's going to win with his speed. He's got that much quicks. He's going to win, and I'm going to force feed him the ball and let him make it.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Gators will punt this one away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play in 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Still running at the 40. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. He'll keep it himself. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. And the Sooners have their offense in high gear. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
He'll pull it on the read. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it from the gun. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown Sooners! And the route is on. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Oklahoma, 90. Florida, 31.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Snares it outside. It's Gentry. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. He wants to throw. Makes his connection.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
Second down coming up. Back to pass, it's Peppers. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the right. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times. And here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel. Gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. He's got the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Second down coming up.
It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Now they'll run the draw. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. The inside handoff. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll do it himself. Oh, ball's out! Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
In this offense, they like their quarterback running these QB-designed runs like you saw right there. But the defense, they're going to light up every time they see him tote the rock. They know they've got an opportunity to lay a hit on him and create a takeaway like they did right there.
Finds his big tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. And the Gators looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. He's got it and still on his feet. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking downfield, it's Peppers. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Dialing up a second down pass play. Makes the catch. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
Good enough for a first down.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.